now, since you get last pick, final pick here for top lane, Fudge goes with the Jax into the Cassante.
All right, let's do it. Fudge, constantly one of the guys who likes to...
A couple seconds ago, you see him use his Infernum gun when he has a splash damage, splashing it off the ranged minions. Now they're gonna go for the dive off that soften up.
They jump in. Tomo's got 100 HP. Blabber flashes in to get the first blood. Final turret shot's gonna take him back as Diamond stays alive.
Those minions with the built-up stacked minion wave that was pushed into the tower. So those small chunks we were talking about, Berserker getting onto Tomo, leaving their mark, softening him up, and allowing for that dive.
Oh, Fudge really going in here. I said Fudge, don't do it. I said Fudge, you know what he does.
Yep.
Oh, he knows that one was an error. I'm glad he immediately just goes back to laughing at it like, oh, come on, I knew that was going to happen. Anyway, we already got the fight breaking out. Ibanez here on the front, level 6, Annie being focused down, Diamond grabbing the kill. Dignitas get that one, but they lose Tomo in trade. It'll be a 1-for-1 with C9 having the better health and C9 getting themselves the Drake right after.
Yeah, everybody's laughing, but
Berserker has Moonlight Vigil as well. Sven still no Wild Growth. That's something to keep in mind. Diamond and Tomo going to be the focus here. Moonlight Vigil misses. Tomo eating a lot of damage already. He gets the kill on Sven. Dignitas punishes an overforced Cloud9 and comes out 1-for-0.
Roaming down, they pay the price. How about try number 2?
Well, the thing is, there's no ultimate here on the Annie. Blabber jumps in. Diamond wanted to make the play to cast the death sentence on Blabber to get him. He will ultimately take him down. On Drake, it means we're only going to have the guys who walk down to it part of the fight. You can see Dignitas clearing out some vision right now, looking to make something happen here. As all out, it's time for Rich to go all in. Fudge jumping back into the wave, seeing if there might be some outplay potential. Q3, one more auto attack gets it done, and Rich gets his second solo kill of the game. Blabber takes out Jensen back in the mid lane, and now Santorin has to head for the hills. And the hills look a lot like Rich. He's coming to back his buddy up, but it might be a problem. Ibanez gets the kill on Santorin, and now Rich has to flash away just to survive. He won't even do it as Blabber picks up another, and the 2v2 in bottom lane ain't gonna stop either. Diamond tries to get out. Berserker doesn't have the range.
There now, but he can't. And it's Blabber rolling this one through with the Kha'Zix. The snowball is working quite nicely. Double lethality items with the Umbral now complete too. The vision control will come.
M&S looking for Diamond, drops the Tibbers. It doesn't have a stun with it, but plenty of damage still from that AoE dot. M&S with one more hit will take him down, picks up the kill on Diamond for his second of the game, as the tier 1 turret will now be the target. Plates have already fallen, which means this thing is not long for the Rift. With that destruction, it's nearly a 4,000 gold lead.
So much fun right now with this big power spike.
So we've got this engage on M&S, but it's only an engage from Diamond and Santorin.
Ooh.
Nobody that does damage is anywhere nearby, and that just means that now C9 can counterattack, pick up 2 for free. I know that they thought, sure, for Dignitas, because right now it just seems like Cloud9 is running over the entire Rift. They're going to be up over 5,000 now with this turret falling.
Make another tower dive int. That's
okay.
That's what we're looking for. Throw under tower, maybe that.
He can just take the dragon out by himself. You can see with our perfect spectator vision, nobody from Dignitas even wants to go into the same
kicking in, you know, stay safe.
Yep.
And maybe
always go with a buddy.
Maybe your opportunity will present itself.
Santorin going in for that opportunity right now. The Nature's Grasp fires out. They wanted to go for Fudge, but he can back away. Now M&S shows up. He flashes forward, and he just kills Tomo underneath the turret in the middle of the rest of Dig.
He's got a stopwatch still, too. So that's why he's so bold there. Even further under the tower, and hoping with the extra tower defense and damage they might be able to do something. And Santorin finds M&S. He's got no flash. He's toast.
He should be down here. There's no world where he gets away. Where's the kill going to go? Rich picking up the shutdown. M&S getting his second death this game.
Okay, can they get the top tower objective bounty shutdown then, too? You love to try and get full value and actually get objective bounty shutdowns out of these plays, but they want more kills.
Blabber now being found by Santorin and Rich, but he can use the ulti to get back to his team. And now with Wild Growth and Fudge coming in from the side, they can re-engage. All out takes Fudge over the wall and brings Rich back to safety as Santorin and Diamond disengage off to the side. Fudge now finding himself alone still, but disengages back to his team. You've still got Blabber back here fighting. He's trying to chop down the tree, but Diamond puts him on a leash. Blabber, however, is absolutely running wild, and Berserker takes down Rich. Tomo and Jensen want to get away, but that bug is hungry. He goes in for the damage. He gets a double kill. The turret shot's going to kill him through the Dust Blade. It's an absolute fiesta of a fight.
Here. I love the vitality, you know, they're playing the game with, and the bloodlust here.
But cannot kill him off. Jensen disengaging back as Rich has gone all out. He's ready to fight, but it's Tomo killed off by Jimenez. Santorin trying to take Berserker with them, but the shields, the reinforcement, the peel coming up from Sven. It'll finally not be enough, but now Jensen's stunned up. He goes golden, but man, it's just a trophy for C9 now. Everybody on Dig is dead and only cost Berserker. C9 up 12,500 gold, 3 men left alive, 4 men left alive. I forgot about Fudge, who wasn't even down there. He's back in the mid lane. They don't even need the Drake. They can just push into the enemy base now, but recognizing that they likely can't end just yet, Blabber will be the one to fall back. He'll take the soul while everybody else takes the turrets.
Yeah, this game's not about Fudge. It's fine. You can forget about him every once in a while. Cloud9 still pumping. I know the base is open in there. Look, oh, teleport behind for the flank.
Okay, they want to engage on C9 here. Rich is the man who's all alone, trying to use the unstoppable there. The Pathmaker, all out's going to take him through the wall, while in the backside of the fight, Blabber has gone in and found Tomo. Dignitas' plan has been completely routed, and Berserker's going to look for more money now. He shoots down Diamond, and C9's already found both enemy bottom laners. Santorin and Jensen and Rich all having to retreat as Fudge goes in, and he's looking to serve up dessert to Cassante. C9 trying to get this one done nice and clean, and they don't even gotta try very hard. Jensen with another stopwatch, another Zonias, another stasis, trying to keep himself alive here in his own fountain. But if that's your objective in League of Legends, you know the game's gone wrong, and Blabber's gone wild. C9, 25-9, 27 minutes in, start off their summer split 2-0.
Potential early on in the game. You know, Rek'Sai is one of the few junglers that can come from like behind the bottom lane, super long wall, or mirrored top lane style. But
he's got 200 HP, but he's stepping out further back away from the turret. Spica's gonna dive in here. Yep, can't flash follow, but his top laner can. FlyQuest, first blood.
No flash.
As Impact charges forward, Bellows Breath also used there to trade into Haunter, find a lot of damage on him. They're summoning up that Ornhorn. Back in mid lane, I'm not sure what's going on here. Impact might just make this a 1-for-1. Not quite enough damage.
Vikla, he gets that kill back. FlyQuest, though, they'll be happy with their bottom side dragon off of that bot push.
Yep, they got the bot.
Impact is walking his way up.
On the side of FlyQuest here, can I get this done? Prince firing off the Moonlight Vigil. Nice engage from Haunter and the follow-up from Boogie. They try to take out the FlyQuest AD carry, but it's not enough just yet. Rek'Sai ulti back on a Boogie. Spica's still looking for it, but he flashes away. The Ornhorn is here, but Turtle's already got the kill on Spica. Insanity's in the back line, wanting Vikla, but he doesn't quite have the damage. He'll barely miss out. Now they've all got it.
Toward the alcove, and Spica knows he's been revealed, so he has to crawl away while Boogie goes for his.
Nicely done. Boogie was waiting to get his Cataclysm cooldown back up. It just arrived, and Vikla, look at the left side of your screen. No Tibbers cooldown. TSM time to be told, as there is nobody from FlyQuest nearby, so TSM can take this one. Early Ocean Drakes feel pretty good. This one's not super. Just trying to shove this wave up.
Interesting little mind game from Time there, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah, Prince is running back towards the Tri-Brush, but Haunter's actually here, and Boogie's ready for the follow-up. The Prince has fallen from the throne, and it's Boogie the Usurper.
The Haunter Boogie. West trying to scrounge things up. You can see it in inventory. I mean, just look at Prince versus Wild Turtle right now.
Yeah.
That is
but it's TSM once again putting the pressure first, looking to bring their turret lead up to 2.
Yeah, looks good. They've got full pressure.
So now stepping forward, Spica's going to see it. We could have a 50-50 Drake flip here. TSM taking that dragon nice and low. They've already secured it. Impact's going to take a lot of damage here, soaking that up as TSM fires on him. The Rift Herald was summoned up mid lane. FlyQuest should be able to at least... Shyvana could try to fly at him, and he just kicks her in the mouth.
Basic ability.
With his Q.
Uh-oh, we've got Haunter in trouble.
Uh-oh, buddy. This isn't where he wanted to be. He's going to try to create some space here. Wanted to turn around for the seismic shard to get some movement speed, but Spica ducking away from that one. Ultra Mega Fire Kick provides enough slow to just lock him down.
Of popping emotes as junglers when you're going to, towards ganking laners and stuff to see if they respond.
Yeah.
To try and check, if they knew, if they had you on vision happens. In the end, yeah, it's pretty annoying. Like you're talking about, magnifying these percentages for your resistances. So TSM, what the help? 1,000 damage extra from somebody to burn that sucker down and really send it into flip territory, but both of them hold off. Nobody wants to go for the full craziness, and so TSM are happy with that. They're like, fine, shove you off the Baron. We also will take an extra secondary turret.
Oh, Turtle! What in the hell?
So, the extra turret, Ornn ultimate for turn, because it was used to kill Turtle, but they do have Vikla.
Vikla using Tibber to try to keep TSM away. Now Boogie's gonna get jumped on. He has to flash. Uses the combo to get himself out. But Spica goes all the way in and he finds the kill regardless. Haunter still looking to provide some backup as Insanity takes out the enemy jungler. It's jungle for jungle so far, and now Haunter's taking the damage here in the front as Prince is free firing. Nice re-engage! Haunter turns it around, and Prince is smacked right upside the jaw. Vikla's gotta try to run, but Insanity brings the distortion and walks away with a quadra kill.
The Cataclysm and Insanity plus Chime able to burst him down, and Haunter's so tanky. Their God Soul.
Man, that Mountain Soul is going to turn this game so scary, so fast. Turtle separated from the rest of TSM. Nice job dashing out of the way of the Ornhorn as Vikla tries to take somebody with him because he knows he's dead. Chime with a nice flash heal to get himself away as FlyQuest has tried to engage, but the engage has been spoiled by TSM. Insanity finds damage with the second distortion.
Group up around Vikla for the arrival. Chime flashing even at the end does not give him the counter kill.
You got to turn the exam in, and the problem is FlyQuest is about to flunk. Insanity locking down the Ornn here. Normally, I get a little bit suspicious when teams commit to killing an Ornn because it can be turned around pretty easily, but there's nothing else on the map to go for. It's not like Impact gets away from this one. TSM's going to take a couple of extra seconds to beat him down. Impact wastes as much time on him. He's Malphite. It doesn't matter. He knows they can't overcommit to killing him, or the rest of TSM will just turn around and blast FlyQuest. The ulti from Aphelios looks barely more effective than an auto attack. Prince and the rest of FlyQuest,
and they're gonna go for it. This time, we fully flip.
Yes, and Haunter has no ulti. That's why FlyQuest is going in for it now. The objective bounty is claimed by Spica, but what about the fight after? Impact stuck in the middle of everyone. Boogie's at about 1/3 HP, but Impact gets away for now. Vikla's got to be careful as the calling finds him. Impact still at half. They're waiting on Haunter. Boogie goes over the wall. He drops the Cataclysm. FlyQuest still not able to fire back just yet, but it's Vikla. He's been found by Haunter. And now that they've taken out one of the carries, TSM's going to look for some more. Insanity has to be mindful. That's a lot of chakrams there on Prince. He'll disengage, still trying to find some of that poke. Long-range Q takes half the Chime's health, but now they're going to go for the end. It's a TP into the enemy base. TSM's just going to stop the ports. It's old-style Trick 2G, stop them backs. As Spica tries to defend, the Nexus turrets are gone. The enemy jungler's gone, and FlyQuest cannot get home in time. Insanity and Haunter, the two solo lanes for Team Solo Mid, take the win against FlyQuest.
TSM looking good with Insanity on stage. Well done, David. Especially if they have their own stun, Counter-Strike, and Sejuani. E-stun as well as the ultimate stun. You have a tremendous amount of CC. So in from that, and meanwhile, 2v2, that 2v2 we were hyping up in Champ Select. It's very dangerous for the Kazakhs to play.
Someday, 300 HP, 100 HP, already dead. Summit just smacks him. See no rotations coming out from 100 Thieves. Doublelift and Busio just shoving the wave up bottom side. Pioshik can be up. He does not want to commit to that. Meanwhile, back in bottom lane, it's the Nami wave coming out, but Pioshik's ready to reinforce. Doublelift's got to be careful as Yon's also down to about 400 HP. 100 Thieves thought they had the angle there, but once Pioshik shows up, they got to be respectful. Busio's nearly killed, but instead it's Closer swooping in to pick up Yon. Now Pioshik's locked up in the bubble, and 100 Thieves have outfought him. Pioshik still tries to escape as teleports show up for both sides. Team Liquid's going to have their man arrive first, and Nuke Duck and Harry both show up only to disengage. Nuke Duck seeing what he might be able to find. Just a quick little burst onto Harry, but nobody to outplay a dive with. But when you don't have much HP, when it's Jax and Sejuani together, it's just too much.
Tiny bit of damage will finish it up, and that's going to be 2 outer towers for TL.
Nicely. Team Liquid a little separated right now. This is something you got to be concerned about. Someday steps forward. Nuke Duck waiting off to the side. Summit wants to try to mark him, make sure LeBlanc can't jump in there. 100 Thieves now the ones slightly separated too. Team Liquid, 4-man grouped up on top of the Drake. They want to engage. Closes at about half. Team Liquid still trying to take this. The Drake is secured as Summit chases away Nuke Duck, but he only kills the clone. Team Liquid managed to fight this one well so far, but now Harry's going in to try to get a little bit more. The cozy campfire keeping everybody healed up as Harry now has to flash back. It's Team Liquid. Yep.
Solo tower gold again for Jax. Juicy.
Follow up there for any more of a punish. Nuke Duck now looking at Core JJ, who had to try to get away from that one as 100 Thieves now trying to prepare for the Team Liquid re-engage. Closer charmed up by Harry. The damage on the bug and they squish him flat. Team Liquid, team fighting better.
Red white gun? He's got the white gun chakram stacking up with the cozy campfire healing them. Team Liquid, they're not messing around.
100 Thieves is coming in. They don't have a jungler. It's not a 50-50 flip. Busio gonna take some damage as Summit goes in to fight everybody here in a 1v4 and guarantee the rest of the team's gonna be able to take the Baron away.
So huge stuff here for Team Liquid coming out against 100 Thieves.
From the rest of the squad, Summit bouncing back and forth between the lanes. Pioshik leading the charge. Nuke Duck takes a lot of damage there. Tidal Wave fired off by Busio to make sure that TL can't follow it up. Doublelift takes a lot of damage. He's rooted up. The execution comes in and Team Liquid, they're going to get the tier 2 turret. They're going to take Doublelift with them and now they're marching towards the base.
Oh my goodness, the range on Green Gun Aphelios and Milio there. Beautiful stuff. They're inside the base flowers. They're not done here either. Mid lane's going down at the same time as bottom lane. Harry's trying to work in towards that inhibitor turret. Bottom inhibitor is toast. They can rotate up to meet him there. They still have a full
connecting onto any targets. Nuke Duck clears out the wave in mid. Someday goes to clear out the wave in bot. The Team Liquid players trying to push down the tier 2, but Yawn just gets popped. Beautifully done from 100 Thieves, and now they're going to find some more. Summit forced to use the counter-strike to stay alive as he tries to disengage in time. Pioshik wants to slow these guys down and buy more time for that escape. Summit is just running and running and running and running and running and running and running. Harry fires off the charm, makes sure that he runs away. Team Liquid, little bit of carelessness there, gets punished, and Yawn goes down.
Right before our eyes. Big stuff out of 100 Thieves. Doublelift pops him. Gets the revenge onto Yawn for the previous kill, and that's going to be the tower down now. Team Liquid, the rest of the squad is here.
Someday we'll try to
4v4, no Kha'Zix, no AD carry for TL.
Keep everybody else safe. Summit wants to engage. He's found Busio already, and now they're going to pick up a second. It's already over with the bottom laners killed off. There's no way the rest of the Thieves can stand and fight, and Team Liquid just committing the teleport to guarantee that he escapes. He'll make it back to the base.
Okay.
But the tier 2 turret is down. Team Liquid with Summit, Harry, and Core JJ. They want to force down this tier 3 turret. Doublelift is still left dead for the next 10 seconds. Busio only just now respawning. Team Liquid can't stick around to finish off the inhibitor.
TL, a lot of practice put in from this team. Training up at MSI over in Europe.
There's super minions in the bottom lane. They are pulling the Thieves in multiple different directions, trying to force them to make a choice. As Summit has to use the Zonias, he will surely die here, but how long is it going to take? The counter-strike back on the Doublelift. The Baron is secured, but Summit will be traded away. Doublelift at 1/3 HP as Harry comes around from the side. Someday's tanky, but he ain't tanky enough. Harry drops them with the help of his friends. And 100 Thieves now got to try to get back. It's a 4v4 on the map, and Team Liquid have their second Baron of the game as Pioshik finishes off Doublelift, courtesy of Summit's damage earlier, and Busio's looking like a fish out of water. Nice sidestep back from world champ Pioshik as he keeps the Nami locked down and guarantees a 3v2 for the rest of his team in the enemy base. Doublelift's dead for 35, Someday's dead for 25. Team Liquid's one to end the game. Nuke Duck trying to get away with only 100 HP as Closer and Nuke Duck are the only two left standing. 20 seconds on Doublelift, 10 seconds on Someday. Closer trying to keep himself alive, clear out some of these minions. Nexus turrets are both gone. Team Liquid wants to grab a win. Someday's back in about 4 seconds. 100 Thieves trying to get away. I don't think it happens. Closer jumps in and wants to kill on Harry, but he ain't gonna find it. Someday comes back to life, only to go all out, only to go all in, only to go all gone. And Team Liquid takes down 100 Thieves.
Flowers.
Power here and scaling with this Yuumi Zeri combo, as long as you can keep them safe, they know that they can take over in fights.
Yeah, how do you think Immortals are going to fare with all of this engage up front?
And remember, there is no cleanse on him, so if Treats can actually find this lockdown, it could be problematic.
The flash forward from Tactical Root and follow up with a dredge line. Treats is on it. FBI trying to escape, but multiple summoners blown, and first blood for Kenvi.
That was perfectly done. Is always about champion pool, right? So if he really can round out that champion pool and be a threat on the meta picks as well as these niche picks, then he becomes a really difficult player to deal with as Immortals on the bot side looking for an engage.
Follow up on the dredge line over the wall. The laser is good. Treats is falling low, and FBI zoning from afar, but Contracts is in the danger zone, trying to trade his life for Kenvi. But with Balulu coming on down, it's already done. The pig slaughtered for Contracts. Follow up with the trade here. With
Does not react that quickly. He is going to get locked up and very likely burst down before he can actually get out. At the end of the day, in trouble still.
A key ultimate previously used by Contracts, and he doesn't have that here, but Kenvi still falling by every single slash, has to flash out of it. It's not enough. Contracts with the kill. Danger zone on the bot side. Final chapter thrown out. The route onto FBI is good, but he's going at it with the burst fire. Another shot should do it. Tactical has fallen. Treats keeps himself alive, but energy.
Deal with on this patch because we're back in that Triforce era. This is not a squishy champion that you can just burst out, right? You know, you're going towards multiple tanky items, and you're going to be really
up here on top. Should be able to slam in and finish off these turrets. And just as you were saying, not as much of a push available. It's multiple members of both of these teams with the junglers nearby. If they do get in a scrap, there's a dredge line. Teleport coming in multiple from both sides. FBI effectively brought out of the fight, has to flash away. The Ornhorn has been drawn, and we'll get a knock up on to one. Can the team respond? We have 2-3 down for Immortals. Balulu attempting to escape the onslaught of damage from Energy, but he cannot. Double kill for Dokla.
This as the initial scrap is happening, double TP comes in, the double TP response comes through as well. FBI is cutting back and sees the
full advantage of that. Also picking up the dragon on the opposite side with the next kerfuffle here around the Rift Herald. Over the wall, Kenvi goes. FBI activating the ultimate, and Treats is not long for this world. Kenvi on the retreat as well, and Tibbers down, swinging away, but FBI, he's still up. FBI is still good, and Balulu gonna come out of stasis just to go right into the grave. Immortals remaining with their tails between their legs, and FBI continuing to rack up them kills, and Ornhorn drawn by Solo cannot quite connect on FBI with a cat on his back, and it's time to react with a retreat towards their mid lane.
Yeah, everything going down to greed for it. Range minions. Oh, it actually went down. Wow, that is so good for
on this mid turret, so it's just a little bit of a wind's breeze away from falling, which Energy wants to secure right now. Lightning Crash once again activated. Glacial Prison onto Treats. Done and done. Multiple takedown. Tactical and Treats at the hand of Energy, who are going to venture forward for more damage onto this tier 2.
Yeah, looking really good there. No hesitation again. Immortals kind of trying to do a little bit of a lazy defend there. They have two members. One is coming over, but Energy knows they're way ahead, and if they're +1 member on any fight, they're not hesitating. They're just going to immediately go for it. Sure, you have the tower, but the tower is a false sense of security because it is very low. So FBI just goes in, pops the ulti, finishes off the turret as Contracts is going in with the engage, drops his ulti, connects onto Treats. They burst down 2 immediately. Now they knock down the top tier 2 as well, where Palafox was pushing. Remember that earlier Herald Charge got that. A deep TP going to be trying to get something out, and Palafox very likely will go down as his double TP. It's a lot committed to try to do this, and if he gets out, it's a tragedy, but I don't think he will.
Doesn't even look like he's going to put up a fight to do so. He knows he's done. Throw him to the wayside with the ultimate, but
they're going to flip Baron. Off the enemy mid laner, try to start a 5v4. You look for the turn here, though. There's no shot they can finish. It'll take too long.
Have 25 seconds before Palafox
FBI's already here.
Unleashed teleport. Baron down to 50%. Balulu looking for the angle. The stun up onto Dokla, who's keeping the eyes onto Tactical. The Ornhorn drawn, and Treat separated from the rest of the team by Contracts. Dokla escaping over the wall with a counter strike, but it's donezo for Dokla. 2 fallen for Energy, but the fight's still going. FBI got that cat once again, trying to get the last hits onto Solo, charging forward towards the Sejuani. Contracts knocked up, but not knocked down. Double kill for FBI. Energy taking him down the best way they can, but Palafox one coming right back into it. rooting onto Kenvi and has the rest of the team here to go for the collapse. There's no more damage from Tactical. It's only Kenvi here trying to back in a bush, but they know he's there. So instead, he leaves that Baron in his rear view mirror for NRG to collapse upon it and take it, try to get a kill along the way.
Yeah, Energy just not going to allow him to base. They're even TPing for this. They want to make sure they actually get this kill on a Kenvi, prevent him from stopping the Baron. He's going to be spotted now. FBI and Contracts are still working on the Baron. Is there any chance he can get over there? He's on cooldown. He has no flash, so no shot. It is going to be an Energy Baron here. They're already 7.7K ahead. So the last chance there really was taken and does not work out for Immortals. And now it's just up to Energy to clean this one up. 10 kills already in the commanding position to completely take over. They now have that Baron buff. They're going to be pushing up mid, knocking down the last outer turret.
Red Bull Baron buff in full effect for another 2 minutes as Energy push forward onto the inhibitor turrets. Not just FBI making some good plays, but the rest of the team making sure he is never left on his lonesome. Obviously, that is part of the primary purpose of Ignar on the Yuumi, but it's not just him, it's also Contracts making sure to zone off, and Dokla as well, as Immortals constantly try to get onto that back line.
And they're kind of checking all the boxes, right? You know, you have a Mikhail's now on the Yuumi as well, so even if you land some sort of a stun on him, it's probably not going to mean much, as this could be a Treats going forward. Great ulti.
Blast from the past, another Ornn ultimate drawn to get a knock up onto 2, but Immortals have to hug their turret. It's already down to about 30% HP. No more wave for Energy to continue pushing up on the mid side, so they bring their sights over towards bot. No support for Immortals as well, so just some additional utility and blockage that they won't have at their disposal. Can be trying to step up to the plate, as now there's threats from multiple lanes starting to entrench upon this Immortals territory for a potential end.
Yeah, that good Gragas ulti did secure the kill onto Treats, and now it's 5v4. Baron buff up still for a full minute. It's just kind of rinse and repeat. Double inhib's already down, so move up towards top lane, pressure through top, wait for the supers to come in through mid and bot, look to crack that, try to sync up those waves, have them crash at the same time. So Palafox is going mid, escorting this in. He wants supers in mid and bot to be threatening.
Oh, the attempt from Balulu with the flash. Coming on in, Palafox about to die, but slams on out of it. Solo going for the kill, manages to grab it. Now FBI in for the taking, lightning crash, but the zone off from Dokla and Balulu means the mid laner on Immortals is gone. Energy trying to progress forward now in the 4v4. FBI sight set on Kenvi, should get another auto to do it. Everyone's having to protect against the waves crashing into this base. A third inhibitor threatening to fall now at the hand of
Careful engage. And it was a pretty good engage on the Palafox to try to get that pick, try to make something happen, but they're gonna have to look for even more than that.
Contracts looking for the opening, Kenvi leaping away, teleport in for Immortals, and Soul throwing out the ultimate, but the explosive cast also offers some separation. Kenvi down at the hand of Dokla. Palafox low, and ooh, they took out the biggest threat in FBI, but Immortals are still looking to even the odds, bringing it to the 3v3, but not much firepower left, so Energy
Over there. We'll see.
sweeping now on the outskirts of this
Got no
pit.
vision.
Nothing inside, blocked off by the control wards by Energy. Throwing down some lasers just to zone them off, but Treats going into the middle of the fray. Ultimates from both
Tactical!
supports. Tactical trying to go for the kill. The FBI getting the kill onto Treats first at the start of the skirmish. FBI is solo, gets shielded up in time. Palafox throwing his life to the wayside. Dokla having to get Tactical into the back line. He goes. Contracts pretty beefy for his next target, trying to protect Dokla, who is just a sliver of life at his side, but Immortals.
That ult from Tactical got so much damage done, but then watch Tactical as he tries to walk in. Palafox disengages him, but back to live.
Oh,
Tactical in trouble.
Tactical in the back of the pit, but still remaining. Throws down. And there's the kill. Tactical eventually falling to Dokla, but it's still multiple members down from Energy and Immortals. They've got the numbers advantage. They're still on the Baron. Palafox teleporting in, coming through. You can see the pings over on the
He has no smite. He has no smite.
He's a
Immortals are almost making the comeback happen. They lose the Baron here. I want to watch. Did he actually use this smite in this fight? So this is that Oh, this is actually just the steal. So he already didn't have it. But what I'm really curious about is, did he smite
So that this inhibitor can fall down and Immortals have to split themselves.
That was really well done, though. They actually got the Zerial out there, so FBI not going to be able to just kite forever. But now the split push pressure is coming in. Jax, no one can deal with him 1v1, so they got to look for an engage. The root engage coming through.
Oh, and Solo's trying to get a knockup. Does so onto FBI. Will the rest of the team be able to follow? Flash out by Palafox and has to bow time away. There's the flag once more. FBI trying to dish back the damage after activating here. With a cat on his back, throwing over to the Sejuani, and Kenvi, invisible for a moment's time, was looking for the play but could not connect.
Yeah, could barely not get it right. Lulu looks to answer the Jax. We'll see how they can do on both sides.
The fight over potential energy. Dragon Soul, Dokla zoned off by Balulu, but on the Dragon, Treats falling down to half HP, but same with Contracts. The final chapter thrown out from Uni atop of FBI. Dragon slain here by IMT, denied from energy, and Balulu making sure to keep
Dokla's
Dokla
coming for the
at
flank.
bay. He's coming to collapse on the rest of Immortals since his job is done over in the base. FBI keeping his sights onto Solo, who's able to tank up so much of that damage though, and now Tactical stepping forward to zone off after clearing out, throwing the orbs on the opposite side.
Oh, Lulu's looking for Jax. They're sending 2 for Dokla. Now Dokla just needs to buy time. They're going to try to finish this.
Kenvi taking the Baron, bringing back a win condition for Immortals if they can try and throw it over. Balulu making sure to flash for it and get the stun. They finish off Dokla. So Energy losing their top laner. Immortals, the jungler, trading his life for that Baron. But oh, is it still tight?
Maybe Immortals can try to find a turn onto him.
And Tactical knows that he's the one that Dokla is looking at, so making sure to lean towards the team. Hook onto Dokla. Immortals afraid to step up though because FBI has crashed over the wall with the lightning crash. He goes and into stasis. Treats flashes immediately after. Solo gets a
Tactical
one, but Kenvi right in the center of them all. Hook onto FBI, who has to be resurrected after being burned down. And Contracts low as well. FBI eliminated from energy, and Immortals sends them packing. Baron buff still in tow for 55 seconds as they collapse upon these mid turrets. Who cares if you already lost 10 of your own? If you have your full team behind you, pushing back against NRG.
Oh my God, they're gonna push for the win here for sure. They're gonna try to do it, we'll see. Can Energy hold on here? Tactical went crazy, getting so aggressive, taking down FBI when the Zeri fell. Everyone else was sure to follow. In they go, they're gonna try to look it.
The last stand of Energy with no AD carry in sight. Can be taken another down, leaps on out of it,
They're
but
so
still
low.
keeps the life. Is it enough? They take down one of the turrets. Multiple members still standing for Energy, but not a lot of damage. Palafox going on in to try to get Kenby, but is not successful. Tactical ripping up too much damage. Immortals begin their ascent of summer with 2 wins.
What a comeback! Sejuani, so he's going to be solo lanes here with the Jace and the Gragas. I'm expecting the Gragas will be top and the Jace will be mid, but there is the ability to change things around. He's in the brush, so he's going to be hex flashing in the brush. Yep.
The dredge line connects the slam down. Gory looking to finish off. Who he here for the assistance if needed, but Jojo dished, and it would be a problem, but clearly not approaching this game with that mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a great point, right? When he first came in, is this going to be a dive?
Oh, Licorice under the tower. Revenge goes down in the solo, but it is traded back.
Revenge now can look for a roam. This is actually really smart. You know, you have this kind of time where he can't really harass too heavily.
River and Armeo, junglers running into each other because the dragon is up on this bot side. So they're hovering around the vicinity. Gory now worrisome with Revenge encroaching upon him, but on the bot side, Unforgiven and Ayla moving forward to get the kill onto Stixay, who he wants to try and get maybe something out for the last bit of autos, but cannot do so. The survivability of Unforgiven too good as it's traded, and Gory now slammed under turret again with River, who has to give his life in the process. Armeo and Revenge still standing the double-digit mark.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, both of these teams have been really, really active on the map, right? So it's going to be I think they have a good idea that he's going to be in that brush. Yep, they're looking for him.
Connecting with the Q. River makes sure to start this up for the rest of the team. Revenge retreating to the outgo. Multiple ultimates thrown. Slayer, so continuing on in that build, because while Golden Guardians were able to bring a little bit more of that lead, see if they lose any of it here as Gory gets caught out by Armeo and multiple members of Evil Geniuses. Aqua Prison thrown out as well as a Tidal Wave to get that knock up on the backside, but in the end, Gory goes down.
As well, does have Machine completed, so he's going to be breaking through that pretty quick. Gory is going to be knocking down that here. You can see JoJo also going towards the Gore Drinker. Is a 3 melee team, so you can get First Herald for the trade on the Dragon on the bottom side, but now Revenge is going to be TPing in, so they want to fight.
Teleport, direct line on Armeo. This ushered the Wild Growth in response, and the Equalizer on the jungle side. Tidal Wave thrown down, Root onto Licorice. Explosive cast throws Huhi and Stixay away, but Revenge and JoJo are on the retreat. River closing the gap. Revenge flashing over the wall. Golden Guardians taking some...
Composition here on Golden Guardian's side is like almost entirely ultimate based, right? It's all about, you know, the
Guardians making sure to hit the go button when they see an opportunity. River being at the front hand of that.
Trade here. These very rarely work out, I feel like, if I'm going to be honest, because you can just potentially leave one person down on the Dragon. Instead, Golden Guardian's going to fully respawn with 5. They're killing this quick, though. We'll see if Golden Guardians can actually get there in time. But this is, you're all in the Baron pit against Rumble.
Is Gory going to do something to try to prevent that from happening? There's the Equalizer thrown down. Baron Nashor secured by Armeo, but Golden Guardian still in pursuit. Knock up onto JoJo, who wants to try to take Gory down with him with the Aqua Prison to finish him off. River at the front line, keeping his eyes locked onto Unforgiven. A couple knockups in favor of Golden Guardians, and with the root onto Revenge, he has to flash away. Golden Guardians, they lose 2 in this pursuit. 2 still down for Evil Geniuses. Revenge so low, but keeps up.
And look at mid lane. The Herald is actually taking down the tier 2. It's going towards that tier 1, bot lane. You know, pushing in. It's going to get another. He may have overstayed his welcome. Revenge is going to be hunting. If he's over, he's going to spot him now. And now, this is going to be tough for Stixay. TP coming behind him as well. He's definitely dead. We'll see if they can try to rush the Dragon on bot side to get something back. But Armeo's already down there as well. So I don't think it's going to happen because I don't think Golden Guardians have the damage to actually kill the Dragon before EG can respond.
Yeah, no sums, no nothing from Stixay for him over on this top side. But yep, over on bot, that Dragon still standing, no action taken to it just yet because of the fact that there wasn't too much of a commitment.
They know with Lucian not there, there's just not really any damage between Gory and Huhi and River to actually kill that Dragon.
Yeah. But Golden Guardians, seeing if they can make a good look over on this Baron side. They know that Evil Geniuses are lurking. Look at that Q through the acceleration gate onto Huhi. The River moving on up. Revenge blasting on down. Has a Wild Growth to keep him up. The Equalizer already used by Licorice. Baron brought down to 50% HP. But look at that blast damage onto Unforgiven. Luckily able to Gale Force out there and more. River eliminated. Double kill for JoJo. And Golden Guardians, they lose 3. Polymorph onto Licorice means that Armeo can get the lockdown with Ayla and Revenge ready to finish him off. Golden Guardians
back to get the Equalizer down after the CC has actually expired. So guess what? Maybe 1 tick onto Revenge? It's just not good enough to win a fight at this point. This far down with the Baron buff on their opponents. It's got to be a perfect engage for Golden Guardians to have any chance.
Another fight opened with a heavy Q onto Huhi from JoJo, and Golden Guardians fearful of the lock onto Gory. That poke is just going to continually rain down from Evil Geniuses until you get the explosive cast to separate Gory from everyone. Lulu coming in with a little bit of utility that did you even really need it. The lock was so good onto Golden Guardians. Mid laner here for
there. EG have really, it feels like, just kind of outscaled at this point. Got a little bit of a chunk onto Ayla. Bot lane is still pushing. They're going to TP, trying to look for one more play here. We'll see if they can find anything.
Eyes on Unforgiven to see if he can remain protected. Eats so much of the culling, and Gory separating Armeo from the rest. Tidal Wave to get the knock on to JoJo. Armeo, subject of the Wild Growth. Revenge is looking for the angle. A root onto River. Armeo still alive, and JoJo also marked down very low. It's Gory eliminated in this fight thus far, and Revenge keeping that set on River means he's ripped on down. Double kill again for JoJo, and Licorice in the enemy jungle with Revenge and Armeo on his back. Stixay going in the opposite direction with Evil Geniuses in the base of Golden Guardians.
They just have to stop the recalls. Even if they die, it doesn't matter because EG has already won the game.
They're finishing it off. Evil Geniuses, a strong statement, bounding into summer with a surprising new look, and now 2 wins to show for it.
Nicely done from EG. JoJo with a little bit of banter in the alt chat at the end.